Going guys, my name is MLG Gamer and welcome back to another FNAF 6 custom night coverage. So last time we actually covered everybody from the mediocre melodies down to Toy Chica basically. So we are at Jacko Chica. I'm trying to see if I can find her. Yeah, there you go. So let's begin, shall we? Jacko Chica. She appears at both your left and right doors at the same time. Closing either door by itself will have no effect on her. Check your cameras and view the hallways on either side of you. When Jacko Chica is fully materialized at both doors, close both doors simultaneously to cause her to disappear. Keeping your office cool will prevent her from appearing. Jacko Chica only begins to appear when your office overheats. So basically guys, she's gonna be like a hallucinatory kind of animatronic. She's gonna show up on both sides, and you have to look at the camera to see where she is, and you have to just close the doors. Simultaneously. So that's gonna be interesting as well. That's gonna be interesting how she plays out. And the best way to prevent her from appearing is keep the place cool. So that's actually a benefit there. You just have to keep it cool, and she won't show up. So that's actually good. Now, guys, the next one we're doing is Rockstar Chica. So Rockstar Chica, I've heard is her own is just about as comedic or even more comedic than Withered Chica. Listen to this, right? She stands outside your office waiting for her chance to jump scare you. She can approach from either side, so left or right. Closing the door will not cause her to leave. To make her leave, double-click the wet floor sign to place it in front of the door that she is standing at. This will discourage her from entering. She will be afraid of slipping and make her go away. What Scott needs to do about this, Scott needs to add a little thing about, like a little animation where she can come in, but like there's a chance where she will jump scare you, but she'll actually like slip and fall. That would be really cool. Like she slips and falls and inadvertently jump scares you. That would be the funniest. Jump scare I would have seen to date. Like that would be so funny. I think he should totally add that, definitely. And I've already seen some fan art from you guys on Google Plus already, as to, or at least what she would look like if she was, slipping, falling and slipping. So that would be really good. I wanna see how this would play out. And it's a simple mechanic. I mean, you just simply put that wet floor by the door, so that should be simple. The next one is Freddy Fazbear, the one and only. He approaches from the left hall, emerging from the darkness and progressing in stages toward your door. Alright, so far seems like somewhat like FNAF 1. Keep track of him on the monitor and shut the door when he's standing in the doorway to turn him away. He moves faster as the building gets warmer, so try to keep him at a cool 60 degrees whenever possible. So basically, he has the same mechanic as normal FNAF 1 because he does move in stages. So he'll move from one camera to next camera to next camera basically, and then he'll move from one camera to next, and then you just have to close the door on him. So it's progressively the same as FNAF 1. However, he moves a lot faster when the temperature is like higher temperature, so you have to keep it cool, keep the place cool. Yet again, another animatronic who is affected by the temperatures. That's interesting. Now before we get on to Phantom BB, let me just give you guys a little bit of a sort of background information. So before this was Freddy Fazbear came out at around near about April Fools or so, maybe before April Fools. And Scott actually did a troll thing with Foxy, Nightmare Freddy, and I think it was, who was it? It was Foxy, Nightmare Freddy, and Phone Guy. So what it said basically is that Nightmare Freddy would come in and he would show an alarm clock or something at you. He would show up randomly, and if you click on the alarm clock, it would wake you up. Now, personally, I think that was a good mechanic, but unfortunately, it was an April Fool's thing, so he changed it. And I'll soon get to Nightmare Freddy in a bit. But yeah, I like that mechanic. I like the idea of being able to. Consider this for a second, guys. You're doing 50-20 mode, right? Suppose you're dealing with all of these stuff, and then Nightmare Freddy just comes in, you click the alarm clock right on time, and you just wake up for a bit and you get a little bit of time to, catch your breath. That is actually a good mechanic. I really think he should have kept that, but Scott does what he does, man. He is a troll after all. For Foxy, he was going to be a helpful animatronic. Apparently, he was actually going to be a very helpful animatronic. He could give you more power. He could block a vent or so, and he was going to be helpful. But unfortunately, yet again, troll, April Fools, yada yada yada. But sooner we're going to come to Rockstar Foxy in a few, because he actually uses the same mechanic, and this is no joke for real. But we soon come to him in a few. Phone Guy, he was a troll as well. The thing is, Scott did a thing where he played on the old theory long ago, where they said Phone Guy was Purple Guy, and I was literally just like, yeah, I figured it out quickly. Like, I was just like, yeah. But what he did with Phone Guy, though, was really good, and I think he kept it. As you'll soon see, I'm going to read it soon. But Phone Guy, basically, he did a thing where if he calls, if he rings on the telephone, he will actually cause an audio disturbance, which would awaken Music Man. I forgot to mention that about with Mangle, by the way, guys. If he caused audio disturbances, Music Man would get affected and everything. So that's gonna be interesting to see how Phone Guy would play. And I was just saying to a friend of mine that what he should do as well is Phone Guy could do a thing with Phone Guy where he'll call constantly, but like, do a thing where he will only talk about the animatronics, how to deal with certain animatronics who were active on that custom night. That would actually be interesting. That would be interesting, and it could be random, completely random. So, he might be helpful, but at the same time, with the audio disturbances, it would throw you off, I suppose. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the thing. So, Phantom BB. He will appear on your viewing monitor at random. Quickly change cameras or close the monitor to avoid his jump scare. Getting jump scared by Phantom BB will cause you to black out temporarily. So basically the same as FNAF 3. Like, nothing has changed. So we just have to change the camera, close the camera, do what we have to get rid of him. It's pretty much the same as FNAF 3. So not much to go on that one. Now Phone Guy, here we are. He will call at random into your office, and you will only have a brief amount of time to mute his call. If you fail to mute the call, then you will be forced to listen to the whole thing, which will aggravate you as well as any animatronic that is sensitive to the noise level. Also, the mute button will appear in unpredictable locations. So, basically, we have to mute him. Unlike, we could mute him normally, like in the normal FNAF 1 and 2, and 3, but it didn't cause any real problems. But this time it's an audio disturbance. It probably will cause an audio disturbance and awaken Music Man, and I know that's for certain. And also, yeah, so what he could do, like I was saying with Phone Guy, Scott could make it be a thing where, depending on who's active on the custom nights, he could do a thing where he calls and tells you how each one works. Or maybe he could make a new set of phone calls. He could even bring back the old FNAF 1 and 2 phone calls. Who knows? We'll never know until it comes. But that would be interesting. Now, like I said about Nightmare Freddy, he did change it because it's no longer the alarm clock idea, like in April Fools, of course. And I'm saddened by it. I thought it was a good idea, but so you go. Anyway, while you aren't looking, mini Freddy's will accumulate on your desk and around the office. Shine your flashlight to scare them away. If you let too many of them gather together, the Nightmare Freddy will be summoned, ending your run with a jump scare. So basically the same as FNAF 4, where you used to turn around, you had to look behind you, and you flashed them, and you had to prevent them from all gathering too many on the bed, or Nightmare Freddy would just come for you. I wonder if Scott's gonna make it so that when there's too many of them, is it going to be somewhat similar to FNAF 4 where the flashlight might flicker or something like that? That might be a good idea to tell you that you're in danger, you need to go check on them right now. That would be interesting. I want to see how it will play. And notice it also says will accumulate on your desk and around the office. So that means this might confirm whether we have to turn around, because then we might have to look at the desk, we have to look around, flash on the Freddles around the desk and in front of us. And I guess that would affect Nightmare BB as well, because if they appear directly in front of him, we might flash the wrong person, and we get jump scared thanks to the Freddles. So that might be a thing. We might even have to turn around. Who knows? We never really know. Alright, so the next one. This is an interesting one, guys. Chica. Right, so Chica basically. Chica, her mechanic is very interesting. So it says here, she hangs out in the kitchen, being generally clumsy and knocking over lots of pots and pans. So already, guys, he's keeping the same thing like in FNAF 1, basically, with the whole knocking pots and pans. However, a custom night, the kitchen is also where the music box happens to be, and while Chica doesn't care if the music box is wound up or not, she can grow tired of the music selection playing. So, already music box is confirmed to be in the kitchen. Whether we will actually see the kitchen, unlike FNAF 1, remains to be a thing. But I hope he does show the kitchen. I'm dying to know what at least one kitchen looks like. So yeah, so basically, music box is in the kitchen, and Chica will not care whether it's wound up or not, but she will get bored, it seems, of the music selection. So it says, as long as you pair the pots and pans, Chica's content. So if we hear her knocking them pots and pans, then definitely she's happy. If she stops making noise, however, then she has grown tired of the song, and you only have a short amount of time to change it. Don't get too eager to change music selections though, because if you change the music while Chica's happy, then she will leave the kitchen to come and get you. Once she leaves the kitchen, there's no way to make her go back. Now, there's a couple questions I have about this thing. So we change the music selection, obviously, but what happens if she actually does get out? Is it that thing where we close the door and we can actually lock? Can she choose which side she goes, like whether left or right? Is it a thing like we can close both of them and she will be kept out, or is it a thing where she'll like stay by the door and wait for you to open it and then she'll jump scare you? That's a thing I've been wondering, but. Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic. So we have to change the music selection based on her preference. And I was also talking to some friends of mine, or a friend of mine rather, and I was thinking to myself, maybe she should do a thing. I wonder if Scott will make it a thing, but maybe she could beat the pots and pans to the beat of the song. I can see that happening. Like we'll be listening to her, we'll be playing the game, and we're listening for her pots and pans to see if she's content and everything, and when we listen to it, it's to the beat of the music box selection. That seems like a good one too. It's actually very interesting. Chica has me already, intrigued. Like it's actually a good mechanic. I like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the one, guys. This is where the mechanics get real now. So, Lefty. He sits in the closet off of the left hallway. He becomes more and more agitated if the office becomes too noisy or too hot. This state of agitation increases slowly and will eventually end with Lefty jump scaring you. Lowering the noise won't resist the effects, nor will reducing the temperature. And doors won't prevent Lefty from getting to you. That's a key thing, guys. The only way to ease his temperament is to switch on the global music box, which soothes all music box animatronics at the expense of extra power being drained. So, already I can see this guy being an annoying animatronic, because so basically we have to keep track of the temperature for both Freddy, for Jacko Chica, and now Lefty. And then the noise, you have to keep track of the noise with Music Man, like how we saw before, where he can jump scare you if you get too much noise. But then Lefty will also come in and increase his agitation. And instead of just being able to like lower the temperature or lower the noise, you can be like, he should be calm, a little bit calmer when we lower that. It's not going to work. So what we do, we have to go to the global music box, which will satisfy all the music box animatronics. So Puppet will be satisfied. Whether I don't know about Chica, maybe the music section that the global music box plays will always soothe her. I don't know how that will work, but I have a feeling we're gonna be in a camera or something like that, where I feel like we're gonna be having a camera where we can actually see him progressively getting closer to us, and we have to use the global music box to soothe it. And also, can I just also say one more thing as well on Lefty? It makes sense that music box would actually soothe Lefty as well, because for those people who don't know, Lefty secretly is the puppet infused into like a sort of Freddy Fazbear character. So it makes sense that the puppet would be affected by the music box and Lefty. So yeah, this is actually it's gonna be an annoying mechanic. It's an interesting mechanic, and it makes sense. That actually makes sense. So yeah. Now, El Chip is the next one we're going through here, guys. El Chip is just a cameo mascot when he appears at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. His real passion lies in authentic Mexican cuisine. He isn't there to jump scare you. He may interrupt your night with some jarringly colorful advertisements for El Chip's Fiesta Buffet. Click or press enter to get rid of the invasive advertisements before you lose control of what's going on in your office. Okay, so for those who don't know, and for those who do know already, I'll say it. FNAF 6, there was an option where you could actually buy, in the Tycoon part of it, you could buy advertisements to help get your business out there. But those advertisements, if you're doing the part where you're defending yourself from the salvage animatronics, there would be some advertisements which would kind of hinder you from doing your job. So basically, El Chip does that. He's brought back the advertisement mechanic, and I remember seeing people deal with that advertisement. Yeah, it was annoying. I can be honest, it was very annoying, and I personally not looking forward to it when I have to play it. If it does show up on mobile version or whatever, it's gonna be a horrible mechanic. But yeah, that's it. Now, Withered Bonnie. Withered Bonnie, he slips in through the trapdoor while you are viewing your monitor. You'll know he's there by the audio and visual distortions. Let me read that again, I'm sorry. He slips in through the trapdoor while you're viewing your monitor. You'll know he's there by the audio and visual distortions he causes just by standing there ominously. You only have a short time to put on the mask to ward him off. Otherwise, a jump scare is all you'll have to look forward to. So, basically, I guess it's like similar to FNAF 2. Only difference is he won't be like in front of you. At least I think. Like he said, by the trapdoor. And it's easy to distinguish when he's there because you'll see audio and visual distortions. Whether that will play into the noise meter, I don't know. But you will probably see it probably will make you look like you're getting dizzy or so. Or maybe it would be something like FNAF 2 where you see like a sort of dimming kind of effects. Maybe, and you hear like a humming sound, and that would tell you, okay, well, Withered Bonnie's at that trapdoor. I need to do something about that still. So that'd be interesting. That's gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna work. Oh, I mean, and it is similar to FNAF 2, right? I mean, that's actually very interesting. Now, guys, this one is what I was waiting for a long time. Funtime Chica. Now listen to this very carefully because this is a very interesting mechanic. She isn't here to ruin your day. She just wants her moment in the spotlight. She will occasionally appear on your screen as though posing for the red carpet, accompanied by camera flashes which may cause some disorientation. You'll need to learn to maneuver around your office despite these disorienting effects. Otherwise, someone else may take advantage of your confusion and crash the party. Now, Funtime Chica, who thought that she was going to be a supermodel? I didn't see that coming. I thought she was going to be like something like open her face and jump scare you or so. But she's going to be somebody who, just jump scares you. By the way, guys, Funtime Chica was a FNAF 6 animatronic. Not a sister location, even though Funtime animatronic, we think sister location would be it. But she wasn't. It doesn't seem like she was introduced at all into this until FNAF 6, if I remember correctly. So, Funtime Chica basically is going to cause visual disorientations, and there's no way to stop it. It doesn't seem like it. So you got to move around with the disorientations, otherwise, yeah, you get killed. And I'm wondering, when it says someone else may take advantage of your confusion and crash the party, I know it means other animatronics, obviously, but I'm wondering as well, Funtime Chica's design, she had a cupcake too, didn't she? It was almost like it's almost like Nightmare Chica's cupcake. So I'm thinking to myself, can that cupcake jump scare you just like Nightmare Chica's own? That might be interesting to see how that works out as well. I can see it happening. That would probably be one of the animatronics who could crash the party, as they say. And now, and basically, so that's basically it. She just shows up on the camera. No way to get rid of it. You gotta just take up those disorientating effects and go on with it. Almost like if you're playing Minecraft, right? And you have that nausea. Like, if you accidentally ate a pufferfish and you have that nausea, you have to just learn how to maneuver with that. Kind of. It's almost like that, pretty much. Alright, for our last animatronic, we're gonna be going through Toy Freddy. Now, guys, this one, this one blew my mind because it's some kind of Inception crap going up in here. Like, I feel like there's some kind of Inception thing going on there. So it says here, relax. Toy Freddy is retired. He sits in the parcel services room playing video games on his big screen TV. What game is he playing? What game is his playing? I don't know. Five Nights with Mr. Hugs, of course. The problem is that Toy Freddy has never been very good at video games. And if he loses his game, he'll probably blame you for it. Why not? No, why not? Toy Freddy's just like, I'm horrible at video games, but it's all the security guards' fault. Like, just why not, guys? Why not? Check the parcel services cam to see how he's doing. In Five Nights with Mr. Hugs, there are 3 ways into the office, and only one door can be closed at a time. Okay, click the cams on Toy Freddy's monitor, then be sure that the appropriate door is closed to prevent Mr. Hugs from getting into his office. If you check on Toy Freddy and see game over on his screen, that means that Mr. Hugs has already jump scared him, and now Toy Freddy is on his way to jump scare you. Once Toy Freddy has been jump scared, there will be no way to calm him down and no way to save yourself. So what he's saying to me is, even if I close the door, right? He might be really fast, I don't know, but maybe what he's saying is, if I close the doors, he still will jump scare me, even though it's almost like he can jump scare me through the doors. Is that what he's saying? I don't know. But there's some Inception stuff going there, because now you're talking about you have to keep track of his video game while you're dealing with your problem in the game. So basically, it's a game within a game. Like, my God. Already I'm just trying to meds this, trying to understand this. It's like Inception. It's Inception right now. I can't even deal with it. Anyway, we're gonna end it off right here. We're gonna continue with Funtime Foxy. I'll probably come back with another coverage by about maybe Friday or so. But yeah, these mechanics have been very interesting. Some of them piqued my interest. Lefty was introduced. I knew the mechanics from there were going to be either new or annoying or pretty much difficult to deal with. And in regards to 50-20 mode, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be hell, I can tell you that. Anyway, leave a like for this coverage, for the interesting mechanics that we've heard today. And also, why not subscribe? And also hit that notification bell to see more content like this. And also let me know are you guys psyched for Ultimate Custom Night? I know I am. I know he said something about launching it by Five Nights at Freddy's 1 anniversary. So I'm psyched. And based on what we've seen with the progress bar, it's at 92%, so he only has a few more animatronics to add before it's 100% complete. I'm psyched. The hype trains are rolling, guys. Anyway, yeah. So next time we'll continue with Funtime Foxy. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, definitely.